let me bring myself to stage here. Let me take down this iconic intro. You hear our legendary music. You see our nighttime background. Then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome into Brayley's Virtual Tour Live. So glad to have you here on a Wednesday night. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Stay tuned to the channel. See if I do a Thanksgiving show. If I do a Thanksgiving show, it probably won't just be a free-for-all, although I am seeing some hot topics that I want to talk about. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's do what we do and go on tour, shall we? Let's do it. So we're going to start with James Witter. Okay, that's what we're going to start with. So James Witter here. Let's start with this. So James Witter is in charge of I-10, and also he's in charge of Social Status. That's a chain of stores that's in Atlanta and a couple other places. So let me turn down my music to make sure that y'all are hearing me loud and clear. Hopefully all is well with y'all. Oh, thank you, Claudia Beer. Much love, and hopefully cooking is going well. Shout out to you. So let's get into it and do what we do. Stop going on tour, y'all. So James Whitner, founder and frontman of the Whitaker Group, has been named in a court document detailing an international money laundering scheme worth millions of dollars. By the way, this comes to us from Sneaker News. Okay, this comes to us from Sneaker News here. The report was filed through Dana J. King on November 17th in the Western District of North Carolina. Over the course of 20 pages, King breaks down how I-10 and Social Status Operator got involved with Chinese nationals in a trade-based money laundering operation centered around Whitner's connection with an unnamed sneaker company in Oregon. According to the court case, which was retrieved by Kerry Daniels, best known online as Sneaker Fesh, and reviewed by Sneaker News, Willie knowingly broke his contract with at least one sneaker company based in the Pacific Northwest, presumably Nike Inc., his most visible partner. Sneaker company expressly forbade Whitner and Whitner's businesses from selling, shipping, co-signing, or otherwise transferring sneaker company sneakers and other apparel outside the United States to another retailer or distributor or broker, to any other person under circumstances where Whitner knew or should have known based on the circumstances of the transaction that the product was intended for resale or would have likely been resold. Whitner established a connection with an individual in China identified as YG, selling him footwear and apparel since 2017. Over the next 5 years, at least 225 transactions occurred between all parties involved, totaling more than $32 million. I'm going to say that again, $32 million, okay? According to a consensual phone call between the Whitaker Group founder and associate ultimately arrested for his involvement in the operation, Whitner was not aware of any illicit activity on behalf of the Chinese national side. The operation, however, offered up from Boston area and used it as payment to Whitner's associate and Antoine Freeman. Oh my, okay. So it was sneakers and heels, huh? Okay, all right now. Well, I mean, they put on their heels, you know, and this is the thing too, right? So for those of you who wise point, for every money laundering scheme, it's a laundromat, it's a strip club. There has to be a base of operations that looks like a business to cover the real business. So and that does not mean every strip club and every laundromat is a money scheme. Okay, so don't even be Inspector Gadget. Okay, I'm just using that as an example. James Witter and Nike haven't released a statement about the situation, but according to Jason Storge of Action 9 in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Whitner Group founder was contacted 3 ways on Monday without any response. Whitner, however, shared the following statement with Sneaker News on Tuesday morning. The recent action by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of North Carolina, USAO, comes after significant cooperation and good faith negotiations on our part. To be clear, we take the allegations in the complaint seriously. They are unfounded, unrelated to our business or this community and unjustified. Our professional inventory management team runs a transparent process built on systems that are both legally compliant and consistent with industry standards. We have also complied with all tax obligations annually. We have been a staple of the global business community for 20 years, operating over 20 locations and employing over 250 employees across the country. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was watching Married to Medicine, that's the first time I saw social status. No disrespect to the brother, no disrespect to James Witter, but I just did not know. I didn't know that he existed nor what the business was about. So I just not. And here's the thing too: like some people may know if you're in the sneaker world or fashion world, you know Ahmed Nazir and social stats for the rest of us. This is probably our first time finding out. Our work has been dedicated to helping people of color tell their stories and build a legacy of excellence. Now that work is under attack despite our best efforts at productive engagement with the USAO. While we disagree with the USAO allegations concerning our business and remain appreciative of the extraordinary support our vendor partners have shown and continue to show throughout this process, our success has made us an easy target, caught in the middle of a U.S. financial and regulatory war with China, of which we have no part in. We look forward to defending our business and operating model while continuing to proudly serve the communities that have embraced us for over the last 20 years. This complaint will not deter us from continuing to tell our stories and build a legacy of excellence, and we will continue to vigorously defend our business and all that they contribute to culture, commerce, and the community. Whitner has not been charged as of this writing, but has had to forfeit the unreported $1,199,530 he was aware of and seized from Freeman's residence in New Jersey. So, as you guys know, I found this story on the Jasmine brand first, so we're going to just go through some of the comments here, okay? We'll just go through some of the comments. Most of the shoes are traded with the Chinese, so it looks bad. They seem to be railroading him. The Chinese spend the biggest money on shoes, probably his biggest buyers. And I'm the only stupid person still working hard every damn time I turn around. It's a new scam. No issues with this at all. Target and Walmart CEOs and owners do this as well. They always go after the little guy, but trust the vendors, big box stores are utilizing and the exchange is all the same way. This is the same shoe store Eugene took his boys to on the last episode of Married to Medicine. I told y'all. Yes, indeed. Very smart queen right there. Them shoes y'all buy were probably fakes. Listen, they're going to fill up the prison with scammers. Don't let it be you. Is this why I haven't received my order? Oh my Lord, not that. Woo, the ethical way you will never make an M, just like how 98% of these reseller sneaker shops are doing. He was just on one of the shows with T-Pain literally bragging bragging openly about how he's circumvented the business illegally. I was so shocked. So those are just many comments here of what's happening with this story. So you don't know what you don't know, y'all. You don't know what you don't know. So as we roll on here on our virtual tour, let's go over actually, you know what, before we get to Adele and Rich Paul, we're gonna go with social status, because I never heard of the store at all. So I'm just going to show y'all what the page looks like. Okay, so just because we like to do context on this channel. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, well, we'll go back, see if I can use. So I have like a web protection thing, okay? But this is what social status looks like here. Share tab. So this is what social status looks like here. So I can't share the website with y'all because it is letting me know that it may be suspicious. It may be weird. So let me see. Why is it not sharing the tab? There we go. So this is what social status looks like here. They have one in Greensboro, North Carolina, where the lawsuit was had at. So yeah. So this is what social status looks like on the outside. There's one in Pittsburgh. So they have a couple locations around the country here. So that's what social status looks like there. And then the other business here. And then we're going to move on to Adele and Rich Paul here. So this place here. So this place here. So this is what a man near looks like here. So this is what it looks like. Now, I will say I do like the style of the store. I will say that I do like the style of the store, as you can see there, with the Mickey Mouses or Deaf Mouse things there. So just to give y'all a little context, so let's roll on with this tour that we're on. We're live on tour. Everybody, glad to have you all here on Wednesday night. I'm so glad that you're here. All right, so this comes to us from People Magazine here, people.com. So did Adele and Rich Paul get married? So the singer seemingly confirmed that she is married, according to claims from two audience members who shared details with the celebrity gossip account Des Moines. I have heard Des Moines in the past. I've never used them, but I definitely have heard of them for sure. Let's keep rolling on here. And they are a beautiful looking couple there. Rumors have long swirled that Adele and Rich Paul are married, and now accounts on a celebrity gossip site claim that she confirmed the news at a comedy show. While attending her close friend Alan Carr's Los Angeles comedy show on Saturday, the Easy on Me singer 35 revealed the marriage news in a spontaneous mid-show moment, according to two audience members who shared details with the anonymous celebrity gossip account Des Moines. I was at Alan Carr's comedy show in LA tonight. Adele was in the audience, one showgoer wrote. Alan asked the crowd if anyone got married recently, and Adele shouted, "I did." The second fan told Des Moines when Carr asked if anyone got married Adele recently, Adele yelled, "I did," super all around, and was super sweet, but dipped right before it ended. Adele was sitting right behind me with a friend having the best time. Her security only came in to bring her snacks. She didn't care. People knew she was there. She was heckling Carr. Their best friends, reps for Adele and Paul, did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. So this is the first time Grandma has seemingly confirmed that she, the sports agent 41, have tied the knot. In September, she referred to Paul as her husband while interacting with a fan at one of her Las Vegas residency shows. "I'm married, I'm straight, my love, and my husband's here tonight," Adele told the female audience member, and they have to post it to TikTok. When the fan pressed her, asking, "Can you try?" Adele jokingly responded, "No, I don't want to try. I'm with Richard. Crazy. Leave me alone." Just days later, during another residency performance, the Hello singer referred herself as Paul's wife. While discussing the topic of sports, she confessed that she's not the greatest wife to Paul, whose clients include LeBron James and Zach LaVine, because she was struggling to understand and embrace American football. So there you go. There you go. And Rich Paul says that they are in a good space now. For those of you who may not know, hey, welcome in. Baby, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So for those of you who may not know, so Adele wanted a prenup, and Rich Paul did not really want to do a prenup, you know what I mean? But also too, you also want to be able to keep everything, together. You know what I mean? I saw a topic. We may do a show tomorrow, y'all. We may just do a show tomorrow because there's some topics. Yes, indeed, there may be some topics I'm talking about tomorrow. But stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. I'm trying to find it here. Here it is here. So let me share this tab here. So according to reports, the famed entertainer had her alleged hubby, Rich Paul, sign ironclad prenuptial agreement before they made things official. As she reported, news broke this week during the English comedian's Alan Carr's comedy show that she confirmed that she and Rich Paul secretly married. Before saying I do, friends close to Adele convinced her to get Rich Paul to sign on the dotted line. Concerns that they had for her report $220 million net worth. Oh my Lord, she doesn't have to sing at all. A source claimed the insider shared with a publication Adele has a few trust issues, which is normal for her, but bringing up a marital contract caused some friction between them. They continue claiming the discussion between the lovebirds was a touchy subject, but it needed to take place as Adele did not have prenup. First marriage to Simon Kornacki. Following their divorce, Kornacki allegedly received half of everything that she earned during their time together. So I understand that, but also too, like, he's a sports agent for LeBron James and other people, and so I bet you he has a net worth as well. Hey Nikki, welcome in, glad to have you here. Actually, let's see, Rich Paul net worth. Now, of course, you know this is just an estimate. Okay, this is just an estimate. So it says share this tab instead. So allegedly he has $120 million net worth. Still, you should want to protect that $120 million. Okay, so this is the way I feel about prenups, right? I feel that if you have worked hard for what you have earned, and she has worked hard for what she's earned, or he, she, they, them, whoever, y'all should both protect each other. It's just like health insurance. You don't expect to go to the hospital. You don't expect to get in a car accident when you get auto insurance, but it's there just in case. With me wanting to go in the media industry, I'm going to be working and will work and have worked extremely hard for everything that I've earned. And if I do get married, to my girlfriend or, to whoever that may be, because we don't know what the future holds, but we do know who holds the future. That at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, I want to protect her because she's an individual. I'm an individual. And it's not even so much about trust, but for someone to want to put in stipulations to make sure that y'all both protected, that is trust to me. I've evolved on over the years because I'm like, wait a minute, what about love? But also too, we got to recognize that it's not just the world that's crazy, because the world is crazy, but it's the people in the world that make the world crazy. You know what I mean? So I feel that even though it was a hard road for them, I'm glad that they did get through that, because at the end of the day, y'all both have come a long way. So yes, indeed. So there you go. Congratulations to Rich Paul and Adele. I remember on the Jeffrey, Graham Norm show, Adele said, I wanted to have his babies. Well, tell you something, Adele, you better get ready to throw that behind back. Listen. But no, I say that within love. She really did say that she wanted to have his babies, and she was very adamant about it. So Mazel Tov, and can't wait for the pregnancy that is to come. Amen. Amen. It's good to celebrate actual good news. And I was talking to somebody today about this one. You know what's really crazy about all the drama on YouTube? There are actual things to talk about on the internet. You ain't got to make up nothing in order to be relevant. How shocking of a concept is that? But anyway, let's keep rolling. So this next person that we're going to talk about here, this comes to us from Black Enterprise. This person is Mary Price. Learn about the wrongly convicted felon and presidential nanny hired by Rosalynn Carter. So Mary Prince is the wrongfully convicted felon who stumbled across the job of a lifetime, being the former president Jimmy Carter's family nanny. The story of how Prince got the job is incredible. According to WSB TV, she traveled to the governor's mansion for an interview when Carter was Georgia's governor. As a part of her conviction rehabilitation, Prince admitted that With her history, she was nervous. All my life, I had wanted to meet a governor or president, she said, but I was nervous. I was nervous too. I wondered how the Carter family would take to me. Shortly after, Carter's late wife, Rosalynn, hired her to look after Amy Carter. Amy Carter is their daughter. The book, How Love and the book, A Story of Love and Rehabilitation, The Ex-Con in the White House by Claire Crawford, breaks down how Prince landed behind bars. In 1970, Prince was out with her cousin, Animad, at a bar when they argued with a woman. I went outside and heard a shot. Animad and this woman were fighting over Animal's gun, Prince recalled. I didn't know anything about guns, but I tried to take it away. It went off. We didn't know it had hit anyone. The woman involved in the scuffle claimed that Prince grabbed the gun and deliberately fired it, killing her boyfriend. She was later sentenced to life in prison after her lawyer, whom she met on day one for trial, advised her to plead guilty. According to the book, Prince was under the impression that she was pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter, but it turned out to be murder. Prince's presence wasn't welcomed by White House staff and even raised some eyebrows from the public. However, that did not stop the Carters from working with her. After Carter's first term, Prince moved to a house to be close to the former couple's home in Plains, Georgia, and continues to babysit for the Carters. President Carter dedicated his 2004 book, Sharing Good Times, to Mary Prince, who loved and cherished. Later, after her case was re-examined, Prince was finally pardoned. So how about that? I mean, first of all, what a powerful story. First of all, that you were trying to break something up, trying to do the right thing, and you got convicted. And that is a black mama. Now, listen here, child. I told you about climbing this tree that you get hurt, and I got bandaged you up, and then I got to hear from your parents about it. You better get down off that tree. But shout out to Mary Prince and shout out to Rosalynn Carter and Jimmy Carter and the Carter family for giving Mary Price a chance, because guess what? We all have fell short. We all make mistakes, and none of us are righteous. He or she who has not sinned cast the first stone. Until you can cast it, shut the hell up talking to me. But yes, I wanted to give that story. I'm a very powerful woman in not just Black history, but in history. And hopefully that'll be made into a movie. I think that'll be an amazing movie. That would be an amazing movie. So as we roll on here on this virtual tour live, like, comment, share, subscribe. So glad to have all of you here. I think the next topic, let me make sure here that I am correcting my topics. The next topic is Charlie Vaughn. Okay. So right now I'm just going to say no one likes Sarah Huckabee Sanders at all. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Arkansas, we are. And I said I can't stand my state right now because I'm just like, really. And I saw something from Ring of Fire that was going to watch earlier today, but I was just chilling out. But yeah, let me share this tab. Yes, you're seeing it right. Arkansas governor denies clemency for innocent Black man, but pardons in Turkey. This is the idiot Arkansas that y'all elected. And according to Ring of Fire, she is the second worst governor since her dad ran Arkansas. But this is the person that y'all elected. Good job, Arkansas. Really. Good damn job. Now, of course, my mama and my dad be like, well, Braylon, that's who they elected. She still is a human being. No, she worked for somebody that was a racist. She lied at press conferences. Everybody was excited when she got kicked out of a restaurant. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what generation y'all are from. I'm not talking about my parents. My parents, they look out for me because they know how heated I get when I care about something. But like, right is right, wrong is wrong. I'm not here for it. So I'm about to go to Ring of Fire. I'm about to go Ring of Fire right now before we get into this here. because I really want to see what it was. Oh, you know what? I remember this story. So, y'all, so check this out. By the way, shout out to rawstory.com, which is where the original story came from. And this was on the Ring of Fire's website. I remember this because I saw this on Facebook. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is facing scrutiny for possibly misusing taxpayer dollars once again, this time dumping $13,000 for a college football kickoff party for the Arkansas Razorbacks, currently last place in the SEC West. The party featured University of Arkansas head football coach, cheerleaders, and members of the school dance team. It was an invitation-only event that left taxpayers out in the cold. Really? Really? So you use taxpayers' funds for a podium. You use taxpayers' funds for a $13,000 party, and you pardon a turkey, but not an innocent black man. Not to mention, you're putting in, you put in a law that you can't use woke words when they are actual words in the dictionary. But once again, we don't have Playtime Pizza or Wire for Country. We got some doggone family center coming to Arkansas. Nobody asked for that. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Anybody in Arkansas asked for that. But this is the idiot that y'all elected. So with that being said, here we go. A turkey was pardoned on November 17th in a state where an innocent black man was denied clemency. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders held the ceremony in front of the governor's mansion, where she joked about her last experience with a ceremonial pardoning. When she served as press secretary at the White House during 45's administration, Sanders said that she was unaware that there were two turkeys at the White House on the day of the event, one for the ceremony and one in the press secretary's office as a joke. So that lets me know that you don't have a sense of humor. And also, too, like, here's the thing. I could get that you may not got the joke, but you didn't know that the turkey pardon was a real thing. Like, weren't you the press secretary? The press secretary usually gets the agenda of what's happening at the White House that day. So that way you can go on for the press. Okay. All right. Once again, Arkansas, this is the idiot that y'all elected. Okay. So far, today's turkey party is a little tamer, but if anyone sees Huck running while headed towards the mansion, please let us know, Sanders said. However, what isn't amusing about Sanders' pardoning decision is the denial of Charles Vaughn's request for clemency. Radley Bacco of the Arkansas Times reported on November 3rd that the governor had turned down Vaughn's most recent request for clemency. Now he's been in prison since 1991. Vaughn was convicted of the 1988 murder of Myrtle Holmes, an 81-year-old woman. Vaughn, who suffers a mental illness and a severe developmental disability, initially repeatedly denied his involvement of the crime. Vaughn was eventually assigned a lawyer who was just paid $200, who told him his only hope of avoiding the death penalty was to confess and implicate the other three suspects of the crime. Vaughn's confession didn't line up with the evidence the state had, while Reginald Early's confession lined up with the evidence. Vaughn, who is illiterate, missed his opportunity to be released in the 90s when new evidence was released due to failing to appear. Now 56 years old, Vaughn remains behind bars and hasn't been treated for his mental illness in over 30 years. A childhood friend and owner of a farm said if released, Vaughn will have a bed, a job, and a home for as long as he needs one. Holmes, who now represents the family, also believes Vaughn is innocent. With Sanders' latest denial of Vaughn's request, you have to wait till another 6 years to apply. Sanders' communication director, Alexa Henning, didn't respond to Arkansas Times request for comment other than that. Of course, Alexa Henning didn't have time to respond. Of course she didn't. Let's look up who Alexa Henning is. Of course she didn't. And we all know why. Because he's a black man. Let's go ahead and be real about it. And I said what I said. Hang on, y'all. I'm trying to get Let me see something here. Because I actually want to see who Alexa Henning is. Okay, Twitter is twittering, of course. Okay. So, of course, why are we not surprised? Of course, that's Alexa Henning right there. Y'all see the similarity there? Of course. Of course, she didn't have time to respond. Of course. Of course, she didn't have time to respond. But once again, Arkansas, this is the idiot that y'all elected. This is the idiot that y'all elected. Once again, this is the idiot that y'all elected, okay? I don't want to hear nothing at all. Now, my mom and dad taught me to love everybody. I'm a little bit different. I'm going to love everybody, but also love is a two-way street. And the fact that you were pardoned a turkey, but you would not hear a black man out over new evidence when he has a disability. But let this be a white man with a disability. Oh, well, get him a hearing right away. Arkansas, when these elections come up, I need you to vote. Otherwise, keep your damn mouth shut over the state that y'all are in. And I can say that as an Arkansas, because guess what? Even though I'm upset at my state, that don't mean I don't love my damn state. It's the home of Ebony and Jet magazine. It's the home of Dave and Buster's. It's the home of Walmart. It's the home of that amazing choreographer that gave LA Soul for their halftime show. We are known for a lot of amazing things. But this should not be one of them. Good God. You know, sometimes God will allow you to see that you are more blessed than you know. At least she ain't my mama. At least Mike Huckabee ain't my damn dad. Because thank you, God. And by the way, I don't want to hear from anybody. Oh, Braylon, that's a woman. Okay, and what's your point? Y'all saw what she did in the White House? Really? The crazy thing to me is the people that will on people who are passionate and want to say something and want to stand up, y'all are allowing ish to go down your own family with your own friends, and you are allowing yourself to be in toxicity that don't even matter on YouTube. Well, there's a black man in jail right now who could be, now I don't know all the details of the case, but from what they're saying, he's innocent. That story actually matters. Meanwhile, y'all are upset over somebody striking a damn channel. Guess what? Some people put themselves in circumstances. They do. So guess what? It is what it is. And sometimes when you put yourself in your own circumstances, guess what? You got to suffer the consequences. Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Okay? Seriously. Going to get upset with people because they didn't respond when they were supposed to respond. Guess what? We all go through ish, okay? And guess what? Everyone's fight doesn't have to be your fight. And some people have come in way too late into the game and they don't know all the facts. But Lord Jesus, when they find out, they're going to look like the dumb actual social self-hole that they actually are. And I'm speaking in general, speaking in very, very general terms. People will get upset about something temporary on social media, but somebody who's in jail who didn't do anything wrong, who's been in jail since 1991, who may not get out, because somebody didn't want to tell the truth. We won't get upset over that, but we'll get upset with some temporary ish on YouTube. Good job focusing on what's important, y'all. Really, good damn job. Anyway, let's move on. I just had to get that out. I can't. I can't. So, as we roll on this tour, the next thing, y'all, the next thing that is on our tour, okay? Now, this is an investigation that is in Florida, okay? This is an investigation that's in Florida. Not Florida, sorry, in Louisiana. I'm sorry, y'all. I really just need to say that because I'm just like, y'all, there are real things out here that are happening. Jesus. So this comes to us from Black Enterprise. So investigation reports of small town of Finton, Louisiana, brought in over $1 million in revenue over traffic fines. I'm gonna say that one more time. Investigation reports small town of Finton, Louisiana, brought in over $1 million in revenue on traffic fines. Finton, Louisiana Mayor Eddie Alfred is the judge and jury when it comes to traffic fines and punishment. Residents flag the conflict of interest. ProPublica, which is I think ProPublica, if I'm not mistaken, is a political website. They keep record of many federal and local things that are happening in the United States of America, reported that the residents of the small town Finton, Louisiana, were shocked to find the speeding tickets generated more than $1 million in revenue. More than $1 million in revenue. With the fiscal year ending in June 2022, the town brought in $1.3 million through ticketing, five times as high as the average Louisiana municipality in its size. Finton covers nearly 20 blocks of a city hall building, library, gas station, Dollar General, a church, and one small public housing complex. Visitors from central Louisiana can get through the whole town under a minute. If someone has to go to court for a speeding ticket, expect the mayor to be the presiding judge. Wait a minute. What? What in the... So the mayor that's supposed to be handling everything is also the judge? But you the mayor? Okay. All right. Now listen, I know that not every municipality, not every county, not every has money, okay? Because budgets aren't divided equally or shared equally. I got that. But really though, the mayor's the judge? Okay. Finton Village attorney Mike Holmes says the judge presides in a neutral, impartial manner, coinciding with Louisiana law. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Jesus. Okay. Sorry, y'all. However, court records showed that the town may be biased in handling certain situations. Case summaries included notes from village employees and officers saying not to fix tickets or reduce charges for drivers with what is described as having a bad attitude. Other notes suggest the police chief and other administration play a part in charges being dismissed, but Holmes said tickets are only dismissed through him. During the investigation, Mayor Eddie Alfred discussed the need for police to write more tickets. We need to write more traffic tickets, Alfred said. I talked to the chief yesterday. Residents didn't take too kindly to the mayor's comments. Like it's annoying. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Finton resident Cody Brock said regarding speed limits in the city. I don't understand how sometimes it can be like 45 to 50 and like it should be straight until you get into a town. But if it's not a town, that I don't understand, like down there. Another resident, Danny Alfred, says there needs to be someone held accountable. He mentioned that he believes the city is set intentional traps for him and fellow residents. Where's the money going? There's only one person who has access to it. Alfred pointed out that other things need to be fixed and updated in their small city, like faulty water systems, open ditches, and providing a safe space for children to play. We just spent $112,000 on a library with one computer, 8 books. Wait a minute. $112,000 on a library with one computer and 8 books? Not one person went through the doors. Nobody even works there or worked there. So it is what it is, I think he meant to say. I mean, we don't even understand what it is. That's the kind of stuff they're doing. They get mad when we say something. Wow. First of all, shout out to Danny Alfred for saying what needs to be said. Also, Cody Brock for giving his take. I mean, really, it boggles my mind that for how much again? $112,000 on a library with one computer and 8 books. Where did the rest of that money go? Because you gotta get ISDN or the barcode system. You gotta get that in place. Then you gotta be able to get it approved by the state library, because there's a library system in Arkansas. It's the Central Arkansas Library System. And you can share books and trade books, with different libraries. So that costs a lot of money. So something in the Kool-Aid ain't sweet with this story. But praying for Finton, Louisiana. Like, Louisiana, get yourself together. You got your mayor using taxpayer money for first-class flights for COVID restrictions. And I'm saying COVID restrictions because that's what she said that they were for. And now we got a library that would spend $112,000 on a library with one computer and 8 books. 8 books, one computer for $112,000. Let's roll on, shall we? As we are live on tour. So I don't know if y'all knew about this. Oh my Lord Jesus. Okay, we will get into that. Y'all. So I-10 Freeway in Los Angeles reopens. Search for a person of interest in fire continues. The fire was determined to be arson. So let me share this tab.
Authorities in Southern California are searching for a person of interest in the arson fire that closed a...
Sorry, I don't know why the ad showed up now before as the story was playing, but it is what it is. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. So glad to have you all here in the building with us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all.
Rufus. Hates being stuck inside.
Give it a minute, y'all. It will get through what it needs to get through. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard about this story. And I meant to talk about a couple virtual tour lives ago, but I just didn't get the chance to get to it because so much has been happening. I mean, you had the Keke Palmer story. Now you got this P. Diddy story. And there is more and more and more and more happening.
Luckily, Amy saved big at Amazon.
That's the crazy part.
Turns out with the right gear,
that's cute.
Ripped.
That's cute. I like that. Look at that dog in those shades, just styling, profiling, chilling down the slope. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's
Shop Black Friday deals now.
A portion of the critical I-10 freeway in LA. That massive fire under an overpass, creating a traffic nightmare. But officials announcing today that stretch of the freeway will be fully open to traffic tomorrow, just in time for the peak of Thanksgiving holiday travel. ABC's Jacqueline Lee in Los Angeles tonight.
Tonight, with crews working around the clock to restore a crucial artery for Los Angeles drivers after that massive fire. Officials announcing I-10 will reopen ahead of schedule and before that Thanksgiving rush.
8 days. to get this thing open and operational. And that means, if you're doing the math, that this thing opens tonight. It will be fully operational tomorrow. So, ready for the commute.
Authorities determining the fire to be an act of arson, releasing these images of a person of interest wearing a hoodie and a knee brace, saying he appeared to have visible burn injuries on his left leg. The blaze wearing a hoodie and a knee brace of arson, releasing these images of a person of interest wearing a hoodie and a knee brace, saying he appeared to have releasing these images.
Okay, y'all. So let's look here. Male, unknown race, 6 foot, 170 to 190 pounds, 35 years, black hair, unknown eyes, clothing, black hoodie, blue shorts, gray shoes, green scarf, knee brace on right knee, and a dark colored backpack. Possible burn to left leg. Okay.
Of a person of interest wearing a hoodie and a knee brace, saying he appeared to have visible burn injuries on his left leg. The blaze snarled traffic on one of the country's busiest interstates, 300,000 Angelenos using every single day. AAA is projecting nearly 50 million people to drive to their destinations this Thanksgiving as gas prices continue to drop. And some are already taking to the skies. The TSA is in the middle of screening 30 million passengers this holiday.
Is it a strategy to be flying a few days before Thanksgiving?
You can get to where you need to go and then get your work done a little bit before you unplug for the full holiday. I think that's a really good strategy.
With the busiest day in the air and on the roads is expected to be Wednesday, so experts recommend leaving early to avoid the traffic. Whit.
Important advice, Jacqueline Lee. Thank you.
So just wanted to give you guys this story, and I'm going to get into just a little bit more here. Oh, here's the fire.
In a storage yard by Los Angeles I-10 Freeway, shutting down the interstate in both directions.
That's crazy.
Showed the extensive damage from underneath the
After
freeway.
this, I'll get into the story, y'all.
Early Saturday, burning parked cars, wooden pallets, and leaving the highway's columns charred and chipped. Guardrails twisted and blackened. Officials shutting down this critical portion of I-10 through downtown LA indefinitely, impacting 300,000 motorists.
Losing the stretch of the 10 freeway will take time and money from people's lives and businesses. It's disrupting in every way.
And now officials say the fire is likely the work of an arsonist, and they're asking anyone with information to come forward.
They made a determination, a preliminary determination. There was malice intent, that this fire occurred within the fence line of the facility you see behind me, that it was arson.
Officials also working to ensure there is no threat to the integrity of the roadway.
To ensure that we inspect this facility, the bridges, that we are taking core samples, that the facility is safe before we reopen it.
A large team of firefighters battling the flames for 3 hours.
3 hours, my Lord.
Equivalent of 6 football fields. Governor Gavin Newsom says the state has been in litigation with the owner of the business leasing the storage property where the fire started. There is still no timeline on when the freeway will reopen, meaning this could impact Thanksgiving holiday next week when travel on the road is expected to be the busiest of the year. Melissa Don, ABC News.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Appreciate you so much. So it says here, all lanes are now open on Interstate 10 between Alameda Street and the East LA interchange. The California Highway Patrol announced in a post on Twitter Sunday night. Nobody calls it X. I ain't calling it Twitter. Sorry, I'm not calling it X. Sorry, I'm not calling it X. I'm calling it Twitter. Yo, I don't get why X even exists. I don't. Does anybody know? Because I don't care. Now about y'all. Now about my virtual travels and my virtual tour family. I love you, Valley. I appreciate you. It's just the stupidity of it all. At the press conference earlier that day, Vice President Kamala Harris said the freeway was close to opening. Tomorrow the commute is back on, Harris said during the Sunday press conference. Meanwhile, and of course, Governor Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, LA Mayor Karen Bass, local officials. Meanwhile, authorities are seeking to identify a person of interest in connection with the fire, which damaged a large portion of the I-10 freeway near downtown Los Angeles last week. It looks like he's a white person to me. Looks like he's white. That's just me, okay? So we don't know, but that looks like a white person. So I read y'all that there. The person left the immediate area of the I-10 freeway and Armada Street has not been located, Cal Fire said. So this is the I-10 freeway. So think about all of this right here. This middle part was on fire, and y'all saw the flames. So this happened Saturday at a storage yard on November 13th. So this was a couple of weeks ago, but still, the fire broke out under I-10, a major east to west artery, or pathway, if you will, for the city, and ripped through numerous wooden pallets, trailers, and vehicles stored below the raised interstate. Officials said previously the out-of-control fire burned 3 hours and spread over what authorities described as the equivalent of 6 football fields before it was extinguished. More than 160 firefighters responded to put out the blaze. About 16 people living underneath the highway were evacuated to shelters. And so, as you see here, this is the damage from the columns. Thank God the columns didn't break, but that is the damage from the columns. So imagine those columns breaking and you're driving on your way home and you're gone. You're gone in the fire. So a 250 person crew is currently working 24 hours a day at the site to shore up damaged pillars, replace wood posts and steel beams, the California Department of Transportation said. So just wanted to let you all know that for sure. This is the thing about Virtual Tour Live. Not every topic is going to be fun. Sometimes we gotta cover the serious stuff, and I try to give y'all something that is necessarily important. And I say necessarily important because you guys, like, it frustrates me with what we genuinely care about on social media. And listen, I know not everybody's going to care about stories like this, but we gotta know that there are other things in the world happening besides celebrity. You know what I mean? So I did see another story that broke today that I want to talk to you guys about. This also comes to us from ABC News here. I'll share this tab instead. So this was an attack. This was an attack today on the Rainbow Bridge. So we're going to play it here. I wish it wasn't so long of an ad. Jesus Christ. That's what that music has been used for so many things, man. It's a good sound, though. It's a good sound.
play music.
Told now that we have that moment that Prime Minister Trudeau was asked about this explosion there at the Rainbow Bridge. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the question and the answer.
We are in close contact with U.S. officials and will continue to work closely with them. We will continue to be engaged. We will provide updates. Updates I can give right now is there are 4 border crossings that are right now closed: Rainbow Bridge, Whirlpool Bridge, Queenston Bridge, and Peace Bridge. Additional measures are being contemplated and activated at all border crossings across the country. We are taking this extraordinarily seriously. And Mr. Speaker, I will have to excuse myself now to go get further updates and work on this very serious situation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Aaron, clearly all hands on deck here.
Well, yeah, and I think the Canadians are going to be interested in finding out, who was in the car. Were they Canadian citizens? Were they, were they up to no good, or were they up to even criminal activity? And what's that about? And how were they stopped? What were the circumstances? But you heard the Prime Minister say out of an abundance of caution, all the bridges linking the U.S. and Canada over the Niagara River are now temporarily shut down. They'll reopen. These are major thoroughfares. They're not going to stay closed forever. But while the authorities figure out what caused this vehicle to explode and why, they're going to be quite cautious here, Kira.
So, Bob, something triggered suspicion when the car approached the first checkpoint. So, what could that have been? Could it have just been simply a conversation? Do they search the cars in any way? What's the protocol at the first checkpoint?
Those first checkpoints, they're trained to see something out of normal or something that needs further investigation as it conduct an interview. They won't do it there. They'll push them over to the center. The bridge, excuse me, to do that. So they're going to try. That's normal SOP. That's what they're going to do. So something they saw, and it could be routine, that they did. They think, let's go talk to these people. Go over there. That again could put into the mind of the driver. All of a sudden, I'm going to get stopped. So let me change my behavior in a bad way. So that's what I'm saying right now. We need to talk to that first person who saw something and saw something unusual, or needed something other than that to push them over for further investigation. That person is going to be key to tell us, what did he see? What was key about that? With no children in the car, it didn't look like a holiday situation. So let's go talk to them. Maybe they were on business. Maybe we need to know more. The fact that it was a Mercedes could be revealing as well. Was it a rented car? We don't know. So that has to go forward too. Exactly what was that initial stop for? And that's what we'll find out when we talk to the Border Patrol agents on the scene. What was their gut? Why did they do that? It's important to understand that. But also the fact that he or she accelerated into that bridge crossing. That's key right there. That's something unusual. And that has to be determined as either criminal or terrorist act. And that's the way we should go right now. But again, we're a long way from a terrorist act here. But nonetheless, you have to go through these steps.
So I appreciate Kara Phillips and that great team at ABC News for doing what they did there. As we basically roll on, Kathy Hochul said that there was no evidence that the crash and explosion on Wednesday on the U.S. side of the Rainbow Bridge, which connects U.S. to Canada at Niagara Falls, was a terrorist attack. She also told reporters on a news conference there was no indication that any explosives were found at the scene. Earlier on Wednesday, today, a vehicle sped toward a border checkpoint at the U.S. side of the bridge, hitting a booth, exploded, and went airborne. Hull said you actually had to look at, say, was this generated by AI? Because it was so surreal to see how high this vehicle went and then crashed, and explosion and the fire. The driver passenger was killed, according to the governor. One of the victims was a Western New York resident. So as you can see, there is the fire there. One booth agent that was injured in the incident and was treated for their injuries at hospital. They were released later in the day. Hole said it was a very congested area. Hole said, adding it could have been very cataclysmic. Hole said that the investigation, the investigation would take some time, as much of the vehicle was destroyed in the breach of sky over 13 boots. There's now a license plate. Investigators have found some sort of suitcase or briefcase on the scene. Sources told ABC News they were treating it as a possible exploding device as a precaution, and the bomb squad's handling the package. The Rainbow Bridge remained closed for the day in wake of the incident. Ron Rennes, the general manager of the Buffalo and Fort Erie Public Bridge Authority, told ABC News all 4 Canada U.S. bridges over the Niagara River have been closed out of abundance of caution while the Rainbow Bridge investigation continues. The Buffalo Niagara International Report said will increase security with car checks and additional screenings for travelers. President Joe Biden has been briefed on the explosion and is closely following developments, according to the White House. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, which you saw in the first video at the top of this story, informed the country's parliament that they were looking into the incident. And there is his statement that he said in the video here. U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas posted a statement on Twitter, also reiterating that the incident does not appear to be terror related. We will continue to closely coordinate with state and local officials, he said. In Toronto, the police department said it is increasing patrols out of abundance of caution. In New York City, Mayor Eric Adams said he's also monitoring the incident. Adams said the NYPD has already enhanced security for Thanksgiving, because y'all know the Thanksgiving Day parade is happening tomorrow morning live, I think at 9 a.m. on NBC, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like the 95th. It's almost getting to 100 years old at this point. So the public will see increased security at locations across New York City, including entry and egress points in and out of the city. So I'm going to try to find the video here, if I can. Rainbow Bridge car explosion video. I'm going to try to see if we can watch the video, because I have not seen the video. Okay, so here it is here from the New York Post. So we are going to watch this video. This happened today, y'all, by the way. So let me share this tab instead. So CCTV is Canadian television, by the way. Let me look up CCTV just to...
More real estate professionals list properties with Realtor.com than any other site. Really? Really. Trust the #1 app real estate professionals trust. Download the Realtor.com app today.
Okay, here is the U.S. Customs Borders and Protection. Wait a minute, did y'all see that? That was a little too quick for me. So, car right there. There's debris there, and there was a fire right there. So that is the moment there of an exploding vehicle there. So yeah, just a lot going on in the world today. Lord help, Lord Jesus, just be a fence all around us every day. I can't. And let me tell y'all something, like, when I choose the stories to cover for Virtual Tour Live, I try my very best to be honest, sincere, and real in the stories I cover, because truly at the end of the day, These are real stories, real people, and real emotions that are going into these stories. So I want to make sure that not only do I care about the story, but that y'all can find something to learn from every story. I'm not saying that this is an educational. I mean, it's an educational channel, but also too, we take entertainment purposes on so we can cover ourselves. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you say the wrong thing, as we've seen from one blogger, you got to pay $4 million. So we're not trying to do that. So if you want to be an educational channel, you say the wrong thing, get sued, don't say a damn thing when you do when you get caught. But anyway, so here we go with this story here. This is from MSNBC.
That is identifying who the occupants of the vehicle were.
Okay. So that's a better view here. So here we go.
That is identifying who the
So there's the car
were,
flying.
the potential motive that they may have in terms of in groups they may belong to. They'll look at maybe
So as you guys can see, the vehicle had been going up to 100 miles per hour at the
get hold
time.
of their computers, see if there was any chat or anything like that that would lead someone to believe this was a coordinated event, or they had some ideology that would lead them to do this. We know that in this current heightened state of turmoil and political awareness.
So as y'all see here, adding that the car was broken in several pieces after it landed in a fireball. All of a sudden, he went up in the air. Then was a ball of fire like 30 or 40 feet high. Witness Mike Gunther told WGRZ TV. I never saw anything like it. And there you go there. Here's some more here. So just some points of view of this, and yeah, this is a lot. And so here's the aerial view of the bridge. So I'm guessing that the entry point was right here. I'm trying to think. Okay, see that's the Canada side. That's the Canada side there. And I remember that because I think that over here is a Hilton Hotel, I think. I'm not mistaken, I think that's the New York side. So, and then here's the New York State Police on the scene after the explosion. So just prayers up for Canada and the U.S. It says here investigators believe that the car had been headed to New York to Ontario when the driver, who was going at extraordinarily high rate speeds, crashed into the median on the U.S. side. So yeah, just woo, Lord Jesus. Trying to see if there's anything else for y'all tonight. Because I think that might be our show. I'm trying to see what this one story is here. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm going to read y'all this story. But I'm not going to show the video, okay? Because I can't with the internet. I can't do it. Y'all see I'm stuttering for a reason. Because this next story that I'm about to share with y'all, just trigger warning, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now. Just a trigger word for it, okay? So a disgruntled Frontier Airlines passenger, Frontier Airlines passengers were in for a sight on a recent flight where a woman tried to pull her pants down to relieve herself mid-trip, a video showed. The female passenger, who has not been named publicly, had the courtesy to say, "Sorry, everybody," before she appeared to pull her pants down and squat in the aisle on the Monday night flight from Florida to Philadelphia, according to footage shared on Facebook by fellow traveler Julie Vaughn Hartman. The woman apparently wanted to relieve herself in the aisle after the flight attendant told her she could not use the restroom at that time. That's okay, you usually just hold it, and you just wait your turn. You know what I mean? Perhaps not surprisingly, the situation got ugly when surrounding passengers protested, prompting the woman to yell back, "I don't give a uck you, and I gotta go pee." She caved to the pressure, however, pulled her pants back up before continuing to insist that the flight attendant let her into the plane restroom. Okay, so there is that there. And at one point, the person behind the camera recording the confrontation can be heard saying that poor boy next to us, seemingly referred to the young boy across the aisle who was afforded a graphic view of the woman's display. That's being very generous there. The woman, who also continued fighting with several passengers toward the back of the plane, though it's unclear she was traveling with them. A second longer video showed Matt Hartman and I had the most awful experience flying home from Florida this afternoon. Vaughn Hartman wrote on Facebook of the woman's entry. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. A passenger was upset. She was required to sit in her assigned seat and decided to pull her pants down on the plane. Two children. I would really have a spectacle. She threatened to kill another passenger. She claimed she threatened me after I told her to sit down. I hope she was arrested and banned from flying again. Frontier Airlines did not immediately return the Post's request for comment. I bet you not. That is something that you just do not want to comment on, and hopefully that woman has been handled respectfully, because my Lord, just here is something very positive. Little Eazy-E, the son of Eazy-E, I don't know if the daughter of Eazy-E was there, but I'm sure she was in the building. Dad's street sign was overdue. Dre and Q come visit sometimes. This is an exclusive here. Lil Eazy-E thinks his father Eazy-E street sign in Compton probably should have come a bit sooner, but the day is finally here and everybody's celebrating. TMZ Hip Hop chopped it up with Lil Eazy on Wednesday today, as Easy Street became the newest official order in Hub City. LE revealed that he's got big plans for the estate in the future, including some collab with artificial intelligence. AI idea is just one of the visions Easy says he's been throwing around to honor his famous father's legacy. AI tools could prove useful in completing some of the unreleased tracks. And there is the there's the tombstone there, a very beautiful tombstone there. Eazy-E passed away in 1995, but many of his family and friends were still around to support the street sign. Alonzo Williams, the DJ club owner who helped launch everyone's careers, several of his children, even his mother, pulled up to see her son's tribute. Also present was original NWA member DJ Yella, but the other surviving members, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and MC Ren, was notably absent, but Lil Eazy says he's not surprised. Lil Eazy says Yella was the only one who showed up to the Boy in the Hood rapper's funeral back in the day, so he doesn't expect much of a change, but he does say that they need to pay a visit to Mama Eazy, following them down during the early days. Next up, Lil Eazy says he plans on making a movie about his dad, which he will direct, but it sounds like he's coming for that Walk of Fame spot first, which also says he is long overdue. So there you go. Shout out to that great news there, for sure. Just trying to see if there's any other news here. Let's see here. Okay, all right, I don't know about that story. I'm not gonna read that one for y'all, rather. I'm sorry. I'm just scrolling through very quickly here, y'all, because I yeah, told y'all about that already. Trying to see what else, if anything. Okay, so here's one mystery dog illness. Renowned vet explaining symptoms and how to steer clear. There's a mystery illness going around dogs all over the country, and it can turn deadly if owners aren't careful, which is why one vet has a lot of good advice to offer. Dr. Lindsay Gazar, longtime vet and CEO of the North Springs Veterinary Referral Center in Colorado, explained what people can do for their pooches, as this inexplicable disease circulates throughout the U.S. and put doggos under the weather. The symptoms for this mystery affliction are very similar to what humans might consider the common cold, but in this case, they tend to linger a lot longer. Some rare cases have even led to doggy death. Dr. Gazier has a good explanation for what this new illness is and what isn't. Notably, she says it started out resembling a kennel cough. It can end up taking a slightly more sinister turn by plaguing canines with pneumonia if going untreated. Those extreme circumstances aren't that common, but certainly something to expect, to be mindful. Dr. Granger said the scientific community is trying to pinpoint exactly what this is, whether it's bacterial or not, but in case she has some tips on how to keep the dogs healthy. Okay, so here's something. Adam McIntyre also had this. I watch Adam McIntyre, great content creator as well. His cat passed away, and so he mentioned this FIP, feline infectious pernicious, caused by a coronavirus that is unique to cats. It's not contagious to people, dogs, or other species of animal. This virus lives typically within the cat's intestinal system. It's spread through contact through feces in most cases, as infected cats shed to the virus in litter boxes. So to know how you treat FIP, the most recent promising treatment for cats with FIP is the use of nucleoside analog GS441524, which is the active form of prodrug Resivir. Currently, Resivir is the only conditionally licensed to treat human patients with severe COVID-19 symptoms. So just want to let you guys know that, because his cat passed away because of that. I know, right? I know, that's just... Listen, I try to let y'all know what's going on in the world, because there's a little bit of everything happening, and I'm bigger than YouTube drama. That is not going to matter in the morning. Lord Jesus, just help me. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here on TMZ. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, y'all. Just trying to make sure that nothing else is happening. And y'all saw another Bill Cosby story today. I saw another Bill Cosby story. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Just, if it's not one thing, it's definitely... Where's my phone? Where is my phone? Y'all give me one moment. Where is my phone? You know, y'all know how y'all be laying on your phone and you try to find it somewhere. Oh, here it is. I'm like, what in the world? What in the actual world? I think I sent that story to myself, I think. Oh, okay. Here's something, y'all. So for those of you who may or may not care, Marcus Jordan, the the son of Michael Jordan, settles six-figure credit card debt. Documents obtained by Radar Online. I'm reading this from blackenterprise.com. Documents obtained by Radar Online shows Marcus Jordan, the son of the basketball icon Michael, has settled a six-figure credit card debt with American Express. The company initially claimed that Jordan stopped making payments on a $175,000 balance in 2022. American Express filed a lawsuit against the Trophy Room store owner in December 2022, with Jordan agreeing to pay the balance off in $10,000 increments. The news was originally reported on Radar Online. Both Jordan and reality star Larsa Pippen, the ex-wife of former Bulls legend Scottie Pippen, often make headlines due to their relationship's unusual reminder of the golden days of NBA basketball. Pippen maintained her position that her ex-husband and her boyfriend's father, two of the league's most celebrated icons, had no real connection to their family before dating Jordan. I think people really thought that we knew each other our whole lives, she said on an episode there of the Paris podcast, Separation Anxiety, with Larsa Pippen, Marcus Jordan. Like, I threw your fifth birthday or something. I'm like, no way. I have never met you before. So congratulations to Marcus Jordan on settling that. Actually, let me pull up the Trophy Room, because I think I went by their website one time before, if I'm not mistaken. Trophy Room store in Orlando, Florida. Click on it here. Oh, it's a password. What in the world? Okay. Well, y'all, it looks like it's under maintenance. But I will at least show y'all the images of it. It's a very nice store. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, so this is the Trophy Room here. This is his clothing boutique store, a upscale Air Jordan boutique store. So it's a very nice store. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, here's the thing, I'm not really into shoes like that. Now these shoes here, those shoes right there, those are nice. I like those. Oh, that's a personal picture of Jordan there with Minnie Mouse, of course. But there you go. So it's a very nice store, though. I bet you it's probably worth hundreds, thousands upon thousands of dollars, though, for sure. So, but yeah, the Bill Cosby story, y'all, was by actress that was on the Bill Cosby show. So it was another lawsuit. But yes, indeed, there. Let's see here. By the way, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Would you guys like for me to do a show tomorrow, or do y'all think I should just take the day off? I mean, I'm definitely going to be with the family for the morning, probably. You know what I mean? So, and then but you know what? I may not do a Thanksgiving show because my girlfriend wants to spend time with me. So we may see what happens. But would y'all like for me to do a show? Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if there's any other. You know what? I may do that for Friday show. I think I will do that for Friday show. See, here's the thing about Virtual Tour Live. As I find other topics to talk to you guys about, I'm just like, damn, that act would be better for an actual show. Because here's the thing. Whenever I choose the topics and stories for Virtual Tour Live, I usually try to find stories that I can dig into the meat of the story for a length of time. You know what I mean? And honestly, to tell you the truth, I really do believe that if you are going to go into the commentary world, make sure you have your own voice. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, I promise you this, you will not make it, because people don't just go off of authenticity. They go off of your integrity, and they also go off of your energy and how much you actually care about the stories that you're telling. Because people can tell when you just really don't care. And I try my very best to make sure that everything that I do, I really do care about it. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Oh, by the way, if y'all looking for streaming services, Hulu is doing their $1 a month that ends November 28th, and then HBO Max is doing like a $3 thing for theirs, and I think Peacock is doing $1.99 a month for 12 months. So let's see. Oh, and by the way, Stephen Colbert had the legend David Letterman back at the Ed Sullivan Theater. I watched some of the interview. It was a wonderful, wonderful interview. It was really nice to see because, when David Letterman left, because of the memories there, he did not want to return. And so he returned and gave credit to the staff there at the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So shout out to Stephen Colbert, a great host, a really, really great host. Late night is not easy to do, especially in today's generation, because, people go to YouTube for like the monologues and stuff now. So it's more of a clip show than anything else. And that's not to disrespect the late night host. I feel like if I came to late night, honestly, would I do a monologue? I mean, I guess what I'm doing here is like an hour-long monologue and different topics and stuff, but I'm not funny, so I would just do commentary like they would, but I wouldn't use any jokes, or I would do something different. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that was TMZ. Yeah, I think that's everything. At least I think so. Because we're about to be on the highways and byways of the possibilities of what can be. But yes, indeed. Whoa. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at something and it was, oh my God. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I think that is our show. I think that's everything. To Claudia Beard, thank you for being here. To Nikki News, thank you for being here. G baby, who baby, thank you so much. I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And like I said, from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being, I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you for being here, for believing in me, for seeing something in me. Like I said, this has given me the most social anxiety I have ever had. But out of that social anxiety has brought me a lot of joy, a lot of lessons, and a lot of laughter. And, like I said, I try to give y'all something different than most. I feel like virtual tour is its own thing, unlike anything that you've seen on YouTube. And it's a very original concept. So I hope you guys like going on tour with me. I have been thinking about doing memberships and thought about the Patreon, as the legendary the Silver would say, because I know that for some of you may not have the money, and so I try to respect that because I'm in the same boat with y'all. I got all my bills paid, but in terms of overflow, that can be a little tough. But I'm trying to figure out ways that we can engage more. So I'm definitely going to do memberships soon. I've been thinking about merchandise because I really do want to see Brainley's virtual tour on a hoodie. I've been thinking that for quite a while. Just hadn't said nothing. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. So y'all let me know on the community wall what you guys would like to see. I've been saying I've been needing to post that for a while, but child, I just Lord Jesus. It's a lot going on these social media streets, but you know, I just try to stay above it, y'all. I really do. I really do. Working on a project with a good friend of mine, and trust me, when you guys see it, I think you guys are really going to love it. I can't wait to share that here on the channel, and yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that is our show. So with that, let me get the daily motivator on. Y'all, so much. Let me go ahead and drop the link. I know this is normally the time where I would usually drop the link, but y'all, we just been chilling out so long. We've been chilling out for so long. Because I always try to make sure that you guys have a voice on this channel here. I know it's my channel. You know, I'm the one that, you know, puts in the work and everything. But also, too, you know, without y'all, there is no us. You understand? So, yeah, we'll pin the link just for a little bit because, you know, I always do that anyway. But yeah, so let me get the daily motivator up. Great. I do hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. And by the way, y'all, everybody's Thanksgiving is not going to be the same. Some people have lost family members. Some people have lost opportunities. Some people have lost their home. Everybody's lost something. Everyone's gained something. So let's just be respectful of that. Okay? Please. Can we just have one whole day with no drama? Probably not going to happen, but hey, you know, we can at least ask for something good, right? So it's time for the Daily Motivator by Ralph Morrison. Today you have 100% of your life left. That's very true. That's very true. It's time for the Daily Motivator by Ralph Morrison for Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. The Understander. Ooh, interesting title. Understanding arises from more than just facts, information, and knowledge. To truly understand, you must take account the understander. Your own understanding of anything that takes place within a specific context. That context is you and your life, your experience, all you know, all you feel. That's the case with you and with everyone else. As such, understanding is not something that can be forced or automated or replicated in a mass. Certainly, understanding can be encouraged, enabled, and facilitated to a great degree, yet it remains an intensely personal activity and only occurs when the person is fully involved. If you seek understanding, you'll have to gain it within the realm of your own existence and not some disinterested observer. When you seek to be understood, proceed with all the empathy you can and muster for each very real, complicated person in your audience. Understanding can be a powerful, beautiful, and highly useful part of life. And it happens when you respect the real living person who is doing the understanding. Ralph Moore. So this is a very interesting motivator. I never really thought about, you know, understanding. You know, I think when I think about understanding, I think that understanding takes time. It takes effort. It takes caring, right? I think we all come to our own conclusions within our own time frame. But I think sometimes we will take someone else's understanding and make it our own. That's what we call groupthink. And I don't think we know how to be independent thinkers sometimes because we are trying to be a part of the culture. And sometimes being a part of the culture doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. So that's one. Number two, something that understand is not something that can be forced or automated or replicated. I agree with that. I think real, true, genuine content, in really hard work, it is a process, right? I mean, I was watching some documentaries on SS Sniper Wolf today, and they were talking about, how, that content is not really real content because you're basically just sitting there reacting to other people's content. And even though it can be considered original content and stuff, just because everyone can replicate it doesn't mean that it's original. And finally, at the end of the day, just think about the originality of who is around you. And if they can be original, why can't you? So with that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. If I do say so myself, know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why? It's one thing to call yourself, it's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. And always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that at the end of the day, you cannot expect you out of other people, but you can expect you out of you if you care about yourself being the best that you can be. Make sure the replay is not just worth for you to watch it, not just worth for you to listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all, whatever obstacles you have overcome, whatever successes you have achieved on this particular day. I am extremely proud of you. But if nobody else is going to be proud, you be proud of your damn self. Just know that you don't get a second chance to live one life. And I promise you, the hate that's in the world, it's there because they don't want to rise to their higher. Hate is always going to be around because that's the lower that's available. In order to get to the higher that's waiting for all of us, you have to give love, not hate. Some of y'all might want to try that sometime before telling other people what they should be doing. And with that being said, one love, much love, all love, everybody. Enjoy these fireworks for the day that was, for the day that is to come, and for the blessings that are on the way. To all you who believe in Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. To all those who don't believe in Thanksgiving, happy Indigenous People Day. Because guess what? Columbus did not find America first. It was the Indians that founded America first. Gonna put some respect on that. So one love, much love, all love. Enjoy these fireworks. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate Thanksgiving. Happy Indigenous Day to everybody else. One love, much love, all love. Good night, everybody.